Hello, welcome to Comfy Cozy Art. So today I'm going to be talking about what am I reading and what I've read so far this year. Now I am a little behind because I feel like we are in week two and I've only read one book, but it's worth taking my time with this one. And the book I finished was Becoming by Michelle Obama. Now initially when I realized she was coming out with a book, I remember having a conversation with my mother thinking, I'm not sure if I wanted her to come up with a book already. I felt like, with the tension and all the things that we're dealing with now in this country, that I thought maybe she wouldn't have been able to be as transparent as I would like her to be. So I wasn't sure, but as I read the book, I felt like she was very open. She talked about some things that I was a little surprised about, her childhood, her parents, how she was raised in the South Side of Chicago, and also dating and motherhood, and also how she really feel about politics. This is someone who wasn't welcome into it. She liked a life a certain way, and as she was thrown into politics, things were not what she expected, or also very harsh in the criticism that she dealt with being a woman and African American, and how her achievement was sometimes not really taken as like she earned it. But I loved it. There's certain things she said in this her memoir, that I was completely, I smiled. I thought, yeah, yeah. and, but overall, I loved it. There were moments where I felt like, I get why it was necessary for her to come out with her memoir now versus waiting until this country sort of calm down. And mainly is this is an inspirational memoir. This is a memoir that I think she wanted more so a younger audience to really soak it up and realize that some of us can close our eyes and pretend that we're not going through some hell, and there's some that can't, because that's their everyday life. They wake up every day and having to deal with certain struggles that's, that is their reality. And I think the idea, I got why it was time for her to like release it instead of waiting a few more years, is it's the idea of, yeah, some people need that inspiration. So there's a lot of inspirational things in this, especially at the end, and how she, her connection to children, how she felt about inspiring them and pushing them through their difficult moments and things that they're dealing with. So I am here for this. I do think it's a very good memoir, and I struggled at first where I'm like, oh, it's a 4, and I'm like, no, it's a 5. So that's where I was with how to rate this. So yeah. So now I want to get into my romance, and I am going to dive in with some Alyssa Cole. Now, Alyssa Cole, the series I want to get into is her Reluctant series. So I'm going to start off with A Princess in Theory, and then I'm going to do The Duke by Default, and then I noticed that she has the LGBT one, which is Once Ghosted, Twice Shy. And that just released, and I'm like, I read a lot of romance, but there's not a lot of LGBT romance in my collection. Like, I don't read a lot. I used to with Elian Harris back in the days, and one book I read last year that has characters that were, but I don't really read a lot, and I feel like I want to definitely read this novella and give it a chance. And then she also have one that's coming out later in the year, which is A Prince on Paper. So I'm gonna get into her books, I hope this month and some next month, and then I'm gonna do what I like to do, which is read a lot of her books and do one review excuse me, author spotlight. So that's the goal for Alyssa Cole. And I mean, her headshot is fly. I like bald head with glasses. I don't know if y'all seen her headshot, but All right now. So anyway, that is all I'm gonna do this week, and yeah, get back into this reading. I still have the cold is much better. Once in a while I cough, but I feel so much better. I feel like I can get back into reading and doing some writing and stuff like that. So that's it, guys. What are you reading? What have you completed so far in 2019? So let me know. And if you're Alyssa Cole fan, let me know which one was your favorite so far that you've read from her books. So yeah, thanks for watching and have a good day. Bye.